All right, everybody, Kimi 3 just released yesterday, and I'm giving it a try for the very first time. I have not even tried it yet, and we are going to be putting it through the test in terms of design. What can it do in terms of design? And we're going to compare it, at least with one of the examples, with Fable 5. And just a few weeks ago when Fable 5 released, I had one of my largest videos ever, over 600,000 views. We're going to see just how much better Kimi 3 is, or worse, at design as compared to the latest frontier models. So the very first one we're going to take a look at is actually for a real project, FusionQ.com. This is for my upcoming pool projection live ball tracking app that I've been working on really for a couple of years now in different contexts. And we can see here that it's this is a pretty interesting landing page. Fable 5 was used to basically generate this landing page. It's not finished. There's a lot of filler stuff. I have to put in real content, but we're going to see if Kimi 3 can, kind of do something, maybe that one-ups it, or maybe it's worse. We're going to find out. So here's the prompt really quickly. Gain a thorough understanding of what this project is about based on the landing page at FusionQ.com. Create an entirely new landing page outlining 5 key features. Utilize modern design trends, sparingly use shader effects, integrate tasteful interactive animations. You're not bound at all by the previous design system. The goal is to come up with a new design system with your own colors, fonts, etc. that would align best with this project. So I'm going to paste that in here into Claude Code. And you can see if I type in /model, you'll see Kimi 3 right there. That's the one we want to use. I bought $20 worth of credits. So if you look right here, right now it says my balance, I bought 20. For some reason it says $24.82, so it's $25 really. And we're going to see how much this single prompt takes up as well. And by the way, this is in a folder that is completely empty. All right, that took 39 minutes. And I have not looked at the design yet. It did actually bring up Chrome DevTools for a split second in the mobile version, and it looked green, but I hit it. So we're gonna check out this design and see what it came up with. Here we go. Let's refresh, a little bit of an intro. I think this is supposed to be green felt in the background. Initial impressions is, I feel like it needs to be like this, a little bit larger, but that's not a big deal. Let's scroll down and see what the other sections are. I can see it kind of, oh, it actually made it kind of interactive. That's kind of cool, but this table leaves a little bit to be desired here for the hero section. Let's continue on. This right here is kind of annoying. It should be repeating all the way across so we don't have this, long area. Here we have the typical kind of mixed color type of topography. That's okay. It sees every ball. This is actually pretty cool, these little reenactments here, reconstructions. I mean, this whole section right here, for what it is, it's decent design, but it's pretty repetitive. I would have to come in here and kind of customize it. But my overall impressions is this doesn't feel any worse than Fable 5. It doesn't feel like it's way better, but it's not worse. Now let's take a look and see exactly how much this one cost. So if I go over here and I refresh, this was the original. And okay, so total consumption is $4.20 for a pretty robust landing page that we see right here. Okay, so let's continue on. I'm going to try some more examples. All right, so for the next example, I have my other project, which will be releasing soon as well, and that's labcoat.net. It's not currently active. It's just kind of just like in a demo mode. And I've covered this in the past. Basically, you upload your blood work, and it provides you with AI analysis. This is a landing page that I used AI, some of, and then also my own design sense as well. So what I did is I asked Claude Code to provide us with, kind of like a PRD or something. And so what I'm going to do is paste that into here, into Claude Code CLI. Notice we have Kimi K3, and we're going to see if it can create like a really good structured hero section and reimagine it for this page. Now, while we wait on that, I'm going to issue a couple other design-related projects. So the first one here is going to be spawn 2 different Figma design agents with the Figma MCP server to create 2 unique variations of a dashboard for an AI orchestration platform. So this time I'm not asking it to actually work in code. I'm asking it to use the Figma MCP server to design in Figma itself. And I'll tell you why that could be advantageous. One should be light mode, the other one should be dark mode. I will leave the structural layout decisions up to you, like navigation and content. And the goal is to see how good of a UI designer you are. Utilize modern design principles and design in here, which is the actual Figma URL. So the benefit to using an MCP server rather than having it directly go to code is that if you're a designer and you already understand Figma, then whatever it produces in Figma, you can make some quick changes iteratively. And then you can ask it to actually port it to HTML, CSS, or React, or whatever framework you want to use thereafter. And then finally, the next test is not going to be with UI design. It's going to be with logo and identity design. So here's what I'm giving it. I want you to design 5 different logo designs: modern, simplistic, relevant, unique. Think the FedEx logo, based on a project called Lab Coat, the same one before. An AI-powered lab report analysis tool. You already know what it's about. And I'm telling it, you can either choose to design them in Figma with the MCP server right here, or you could just design it in code because code can actually be in the form of SVG, which could be vector anyways. So let's send that as well. Okay, they are done. Let's go ahead and check out the Lab Coat kind of hero section landing page. I got a very quick glimpse of it because it brought up the Chrome DevTools MCP. But I really didn't analyze it. So let's check this out. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, it used kind of like the same type of color scheme as the previous example we looked at. But as far as an actual, hero section, I would like to see this more of like a light mode. So I probably just ask it as a follow-up to create a light mode version. But what's really cool is I like this background, like this animated kind of like, like the pulse effect in the background. That's really cool. I like how it kind of layered these cards on top of each other. There's a lot of interesting animations and interactions occurring. Again, it's just a hero section, so I can't scroll down. But like if this were, light mode with appropriate color scheme, this would actually be pretty decent. And I would say it's definitely not inferior to Fable 5 from what I see. Okay, so now next up, this is where I asked the Figma design agents to create 2 different variations of a dashboard design, light mode and dark mode. Let's go ahead and check that out as well. So I'm gonna bring up Figma, and it created its own pages over here. Here is dark mode. Okay, this is actually pretty decent. I don't really have a problem with anything it designed here. It looks pretty decent. Everything's inside of auto layout. As you can see, you can make your own adjustments very easily. Let's check out the light mode. Okay. Yeah, this is nice too. Just looking at the top here, let me change the page background so we can kind of see what's happening. Like one of the cool things about using Figma, like let's say for instance, like this top bar, it doesn't make sense to me because it should be spread out all the way. Now, yeah, you could do this, and that's a much better adjustment. And then you can go ahead and copy a link to selection right here. And then you could just paste that into your Claude Code or whatever agent you're working with that has the Figma MCP server access. And then it will just take all this and translate it to your design in HTML, CSS. So in terms of quality here, I think this is just as good as Fable 5 or any of the other Frontier models so far. Now, let's check out the last one. This is going to be interesting because this is identity design. 5 different logos. Let's see what it created. I have not looked at these yet. All right. Okay, so here's Lab Coat. Okay, so this is probably supposed to be like a blood drop or something. Maybe we could like give a little bit of color in there. The actual topography itself is just enter. I think it's uninspired a bit, but it is kind of a cool, take conceptually, but it would definitely have to be improved, and I could definitely improve this. So it's a good starting point, I guess you could say. It's not a finished logo. Let's check out number 2. All right, highly, highly generic. I would never want to use this because it's just too obvious. Like when it comes to symbolism in logo design, you want to stick away from the obvious. And this right here is extremely obvious. I guarantee you there's a million health companies with beakers and the little, pulse right there. So that's not a good one. All right, what is this? The L wears the coat, collar notch and button in negative space. Clinical, confident, ownable. Junk. All right, let's check out the next one. All right, neural drop. A drop of blood as a neural network. AI reading every marker in context. I actually like the concept and the idea, but the execution is kind of lacking here. We could definitely improve that. So in terms of what I've said before, I did a logo design Fable 5 video last week, and it actually came up with good ideas, but the execution is still lacking with the frontier models. So, but what they can provide you with is really good ideas that you can then go on and try to, properly execute. Let's check out the last one. Yeah, this is so basic. Like, you wouldn't want to put this line underneath for one. And this kind of looks like sound bars, sound levels. So, okay. So what have we learned here? Well, Kimi 3, it's not the cheapest thing, by the way. Like, if I look at, let's go back to the dashboard and actually see what it charged us. So before that first run cost us like $4, let's refresh to see what all those runs cost us, because we did 3 this time. Okay, so $13, it's not the cheapest thing ever, for sure. But is it as good as Fable 5, GPT 5.6 Soul? I would say in terms of design and what we've done here so far, I would say it's probably a bit inferior in terms of the logo designs that it produced. I think the other ones did, a little bit better of a job, but not much. And in terms of UI, UX design, though, I would say it's comparable. It's very comparable. It's very similar. It's not greater than, but it's not less than as well. So hopefully that video has helped you out to determine if this is something that you want to pursue in terms of using Kimi 3. As always, make sure to subscribe. Check out DesignCourse.com for my latest course on Claude Code, creating a full project. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.